road wins. How do you feel about the way you guys played in the last thing?
Well, the results were good, and we certainly did some positive things, but it was a little bit like we've been playing. We grinded hard and competed pretty hard and didn't shoot the ball well. But the nice part is we were able to make plays on the road, finish games, and hopefully that can spark us to play a little better.
The defensive effort, is there something behind that? You held both teams on the road there under 40% shooting?
Yeah, the effort was fantastic. It really was, and I like the way we were fighting on the box outs and competing on the rebounds. When times are tough shooting the basketball, whether it's free throws or three-pointers or regular field goal percentage, you have to be able to rely on something. That's been our defense, and for the most part, the effort has been there on the defensive end throughout the year. There's been some games where we have struggled some, but this road trip at the defensive end is where we hung our head.
No matter what has happened this season, this is the time that you want to start playing your best basketball. Talk about the approach and the mindset then for that.
Yeah, last year I think we did trend the right way late in the year. We were playing better, playing fresh, playing excited. I'm hoping that happens this year. And off these last couple games, and if you go back to Southern Miss, we really played well and did some good things. And hopefully that trend continues this year, where I do feel like the guys are fresh. I do feel like the guys are excited about the team and moving forward. But at the same time, we've got to produce on the court and play effectively on both ends.
Now, I guess, mentally, some teams, when they go through a losing streak in the middle or a tough stretch in the middle of the season, they can just check out. But did you ever see any of that?
You know what? I didn't, and that's the best thing that's going on right now. Is we had a team full of seniors. When things aren't going really well, that could have checked out or could have made life tough or been distractions, and they weren't. And nobody on the team was. The freshmen didn't point fingers, and the team really has rallied. Again, we're not playing perfect basketball by any means, but I do feel like through the good times and the bad times, we've had a team that has stuck together and moved forward. That's going to be important.
Consistency-wise, how many games in a row until you feel comfortable about the guys going out there with that same effort every single game, knowing it?
Well, I think we know it now, and if we don't, we're going to lose and go home. It's about that time of the year. But I do think that practices have been really good. The effort in the games has been pretty consistent. We had a game a couple games ago. We didn't play as well, but the effort I thought was pretty good. So the effort again has been pretty consistent throughout. Moving forward, I do expect it to be there, and the guys understand it's basically that time of year where the attitude has to be it's lose or go home.
There's always a travel to the Saturday game after the Thursday, but it's a little different that you guys are going to be traveling all the way back home. Well, that's a little different than what we've seen over the last month or so.
Yeah, it is. Normally, it is a schedule where you're home for 2 games or away for 2 games, and everybody's going to have 1 week like this where you're on the road for 1 game and home for 1 game. We do have 2 games in between because it's Thursday, Sunday this week, and so I think that'll help some of that those issues, travel issues, and I anticipate the guys they're young, they'll be able to bounce back without any issues.
Jordan has the scoring numbers are going down, but it seems like when you guys are playing he's playing a lot of minutes and doing it.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan provides a lot of the things that we need. He provides a secondary ball handler. He has the ability to make shots and make free throws, and defensively, his length can cause problems for a lot of teams. And the Marshall game in particular, he did a great job getting to the boards. Didn't even get a couple rebounds, but kept him alive and really was getting after it on the defensive end. So he can provide for the teams in a lot of ways, even if the shot's not going in. And I think he's really close to having some of those shots fall and then being a big-time piece of this puzzle.
Dramatic win, carryover, from that game this past Saturday to the week ahead and everything like that?
Well, I hope so. I do think there's something to be said about carryover and whether it's wins or losses. But you also have to make your own energy. Today's practice is going to be very intense. The one thing I want to guard against is not feeling fat and happy. That we did something. We won 2 road games. We need to keep our focus and even sharpen our focus going forward now.
CJ, ball's kind of starting to bounce you guys' way a little bit, getting some close wins. How does it make you guys feel going to the last practice?
That feels good. Go on the road and get two big ones on the road, and now we got 1 more to get. So we try to get 3 in a row on the road, then come home and finish up strong.
Kind of ups and downs. You get a big win, have a loss, maybe unexpected loss. How have you guys kind of mentally kept your focus during streaks like that?
We just got to stay together. We just got to just stay together as a family in that thing, and don't get down on each other, and just keep picking each other up every day.
After the last 2 games like that, how many games in a row? And the effort's always been there, but I guess putting it all together, that consistency issue. How many games in a row does that have to happen for you to think, all right, well, we put that behind us and we're ready to basically be playing this basketball going forward?
It shouldn't. Well, to start off, it probably takes 1 or 2 games for us to win in a row to see that we're capable of beating anybody. So I feel as if we just come out every night and be prepared and practice and everything, we can come out and compete with anybody.
Talk about how exciting, how fun it is this time of the year, knowing that it's crunch time now. We've got a few more left in the regular season, and then it's tournament play.
So it's really exciting because it gets to show every other team how much we can, how better we've got over the entire year. We got 3 more games that we can go and win 3 big ones, La Tech and Middle Tennessee at home, so we can win those 2 would be big for us.
Do you feel consistency is one thing, but confidence, keeping that confidence up, do you feel like it's shifting there?
I feel like it's shifted a little bit, but I think now that since we got 2 on the road, we see what we can do, and that confidence has built up to that stronger level.
Is there a different feel among the team when you get to this point in the season and you know you have the 3 games left in the regular season before the conference tournament and what you have to do?
Yes, because for the seniors, this is their last 3 games with UAB Jersey Zone at home, and then it feels like everybody's just hungry for the wins, and then going to the tournament with a big boost.
How bad do you guys want the 20 regular season wins?
Oh, we want it real bad. We think it'll be big for us and big for the program to get this 20.
I don't know, would that be kind of a career milestone to get? How does that feel coming up?
Man, it'd be a true blessing. You know, it's been a good 3 years here, and God has really helped me through all of it. And to be 2 points away from 1,000, that milestone is just it's really cool.
Did you know that?
I have known it for a while, since it's been like around 25 away from it, and I'm kind of ready to get it over with.
I know you had a couple games in there you struggled a little bit as you're getting close to them. Was it weighing heavily, or was that just kind of a
No, I mean, I don't think it was weighing heavily. I mean, if y'all watched the past few games, I've been missing free throws, which isn't normal for me. But I mean, I don't think I've really been thinking about it too much.
Talk about how shooters go through the ups and downs, the swing, no pun intended, of shooters.
Yeah, I mean, being a shooter, you're going to have when you're missing some in a row, and then when you're getting hot. And I think the main thing is just staying in the gym and keep on doing what you've been doing, because I mean, it's got me here. So I know if I just stay in the gym and keep working, I mean, it's all going to work out.
Coach commented on the other contributions. I mean, is that something when I know you're working on your shot and you really want that shot to fall, but you really keep it in the back of your head, all right, well, if I'm not contributing that way, I got to grab rebounds.
Yeah,
I got to
sure.
get defense.
Yeah, I got to make myself valuable on the court in order to stay out there, or there's no reason for me to be out there. So, I mean, if I'm not making shots, I know I got to do something else, like getting assists or rebounds. And I feel like I've done that pretty well the last couple of games.
Mentally, last year you scored a lot more, maybe got more shots. How have you kind of mentally adjusted? Maybe somewhat of a different role, even though you're playing a little bit different team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot different than last year. And, I took on a little bit of a different role, and it's been a lot different, and it's taken some getting used to. But I feel like I'm kind of coming into it.
And as a team, you guys have kind of had your ups and downs in the conference USA season. How easy would it have been for you guys just to kind of throw in the towel and say, the season's almost over? But then you got a couple big wins last week.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would have been really easy for us to do that, because we lost a couple in a row, and we were kind of in the lower part of the conference. And going on this road trip, I think this was kind of the part of our season where it was either going to be like we were throwing in the towel or we were stepping up. And I felt like we really stepped up and got 2 huge road wins.
For a team that's kind of battled consistency, and I think that's something for every team and every program, is there a number, like when you play 2 straight like you just did, where that's been what you want to put out there? Is that in the back of your head where it's like, all right, well, we're past whatever it is? I mean, is there a number like 2 games and now we're good going forward?
I don't think so. I think we really want to win out, and we want to win every game we get on the court. So, I mean, I think this was just we kind of keyed on it because it was a big road trip for us, and now that we got that done, we're moving on to the next 3 games.
It's a big weekend in high school hoops here in town, Final 48. You got to experience that. You got to experience the celebration.
Yeah.
How did talk about where that played in your life a few years ago and where it stands in your memories?
I mean, it's huge. I'll never forget that team in 09. And it was a great experience, and I hope to get over there and watch a few games this year. And but yeah, I mean, I still remember all those games to this day, and I look back on it, and it's a great memory.
Get over to Benito Stadium, those games?
I got over to a few. I know they struggled a little bit this year. I heard I think they only won I know Coach Haase is missing me a lot over there.
Does that mean you're pulling from Mountain Brook?
No, not at all. I hate Mountain Brook, so I hope they lose.
You guys have 17 wins, 3 games left, so you can hit that 20 milestone. How big is that? I mean, is that kind of something this team is really focused on, the target?
Oh yeah, that was one of our goals that we set kind of before the season, and I've yet to do that in college yet, so that'd be a huge step for me, and I'm hoping that we'll get to that.